When I tell y'all Olive Garden has nothing on me, please believe it when I say that. So y'all, I decided to make a Zuppa Toscana, and this is the Olive Garden Copycat recipe. The first thing I did was brown up my Italian sausage. Now, I got the hot Italian sausage, but you definitely don't have to use the hot. I like mine a little bit spicy. And then I used the yellow gold potatoes. And I think the recipe might call for russet. I don't know. I like gold potatoes. Those ones are my favorite. Purple onion. I always use purple onion in my household. I added some garlic to the mix. I stirred that all up. Y'all, the one thing that I did forget to do was add my flour. So I ended up adding my flour towards the end of it cooking, and that was just to thicken it up a little bit. I did not measure how much chicken stock I used, but I did measure how much water I used, and I used 4 cups of water. And then I think I went back and added the rest of the chicken stock, and then I added my potatoes to the mix. Y'all, this is absolutely one of my favorite dishes to make because, for one, it is super easy. You don't need a bunch of ingredients. Really, the main ingredients are just the kale and the potatoes and the sausage. Like, you don't need a lot of ingredients. And the good thing about this is it does not take long to cook at all. I think I may have overcooked my potatoes because they did start falling apart, but I kind of like that consistency of the potatoes in there. I don't want like big chunks. I'd rather have it like all, kind of mashed up. But anyways, I cleaned all my kale, and I like triple wash my greens, like triple wash them. I wash them in baking soda. I wash them in peroxide. Like, I make sure my greens are clean because I don't want no bugs in my greens because I've had it before, and that's not good. So anyways, I put my kale in the pot, and I put it in little by little just to make sure that it wasn't like overflowing or anything. And then I kind of just smashed it down in there because kale looks like a lot, but once it starts cooking, it actually breaks down to pretty much almost nothing. So I added some bacon, which is very much optional. I did that, and I honestly wish I would have crumbled it on top instead of adding it to the mixture, because it probably would have been a little bit crispier and tasted a little better. But anyways, I added my Parmesan cheese at the end. I added more Italian seasoning. And then, like I said, I added the crumbled up bacon to the mix. Next time I make this, I would probably just put the bacon crumbles on top just so that it would give that crunchiness, because obviously the bacon crumbles did get soft being in the mixture. But y'all, this came out so good. One of my favorite things to make. The smell of it was delicious. I paired it with some bread. Delicious, y'all.